In the world of the heavy-duty pickup, the top choices include the Chevrolet Silverado 2500, the Ford F-250, and the Ram 2500. Each model has its pros and cons, but which truck is best and for what reasons is it best? Let's start with the pros and the cons. First up, the Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD. We'll start with the pros. It has plentiful power and quick acceleration, a roomy cabin with plenty of storage, and the Trick 15-view camera system makes towing much easier. Moving on to the cons, there is a dated interior design, at least that's what a lot of people say. The high broad hood does make forward visibility a bit of a challenge, at least for some drivers, and it cannot match best-in-class towing and payload ratings. And for 2022, here's what's new with this truck. The Multiflex tailgate is available on all trim levels. A power adjustable driver's seat is available on the custom trim level. MSRP ranges between $39,500 and $63,000. Next, we move on to the Ford F-250, where the pros begin with the diesel engine option, generating plentiful horsepower and torque. There is ample payload and towing capacity. The aluminum body reduces overall weight while improving efficiency, and the spacious interior offers many convenience and tech features. And what about the cons? The price tag soars when adding options, and the tall ride height makes it hard to enter without the side steps. And also, there is a lengthy stopping distance for this truck. And what's new for 2022? The available Sync 4 infotainment system with the 12-inch touchscreen is now available. The XLT and Lariat trim levels receive new appearance packages, and the King Ranch and Platinum include standard four-wheel drive. MSRP ranges between $41,485 up to $88,530. Now we move on to the Ram 2500, where the pros start with impressive power and torque from the available diesel engine. The versatile high-tech cabin, especially on higher trim levels, is definitely an advantage. Comfortable seats and a quiet interior for such a large truck, and the Power Wagon trim level offers terrific off-road capabilities. And what about the cons? Well, we were only able to find two. With the diesel engine, chatter is always present, and the driving position is a bit on the high side. And what's new for the 2022 year? You will find the next generation infotainment system standard on most trim levels, the new Silver Edition package for Bighorn and Lone Star trim levels, equipment packages updates for the Power Wagon model, and upgraded trailering technology and lighting. MSRP starts at $44,485 up to $71,930. The Silverado may not be known for having the most modern interior, but that does not mean present technology is out of date. It will most certainly get the job done. The infotainment screen is easy to use, and with the ability to use up to 15 cameras, what is there to complain about when towing a trailer? The interior is roomy with multiple storage options. Speaking of multiple options, there are two engine options for this truck. The gas-burning 6.6-liter V8 producing 401 horsepower and 464 pounds-feet of torque. If you opt for the gas burner, you will find the engine mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. If you wish to achieve max towing capacity of 18,500 pounds and max payload of up to 4,000 pounds, you will want to step up to the 6.6-liter Duramax V8 diesel engine. It puts out 445 horsepower, which is not a big difference compared to the gas burner. When it comes to torque, however, the difference is made clear as it produces 910 pounds-feet. The diesel version is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. Moving on to the Ford F-250 Super Duty with the newly available appearance packages. As mentioned earlier, there are options to set your F-250 apart, more so than what you would have with the Silverado 2500. Again, we find a spacious interior with ample space for passengers and storage. for items both large and small. Technology is plentiful and easy to learn. One thing you will not hear most consumers say is that the interior of this particular truck is out of date. The Sync 4 infotainment system is full of technology and does seem to have a more modern look than that of the Silverado, but then again, that may be dependent upon the consumer as to whether or not the Sync has a modern look or not. Tell us what your thoughts are down in the comments section. The F-250 brings 3 engine options to choose from. The gas-burning 7.3-liter V8 comes to the table with 430 horsepower and 475 pounds-feet of torque. Next, we find the 6.2-liter flex fuel gas burner with horsepower numbers of 385 and 430 pounds-feet of torque. If you want to move up to max payload and towing, you will want to opt for the 6.7-liter turbo diesel Power Stroke V8. It produces 475 horsepower, which is 30 more than that of the Silverado, but the torque numbers is what turns heads at 1,050 pounds-feet. If you opt for the 6.2-liter engine option, you will find the engine mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Otherwise, you will find the tried and true 10-speed automatic transmission available for the other 2 engine options. Last, but most certainly not least, let's talk towing and payload numbers. Max payload numbers come in at 4,260 pounds when properly equipped. Max towing numbers are equally as impressive at 20,000 pounds for conventional towing and 22,800 pounds for fifth-wheel towing. Now we move on to the Ram 2500HD. When it comes to what we consider the most modern interior, we have to lean in favor of the Ram. After all, the technology is still the best in the industry. While being rated number 1, the tech is still easy to use and learn for those who may be new to such things. And yes, there are people who have never owned a truck with modern day technology, something that most of you are likely used to. The interior is spacious, but you will find one thing here that is not on the other 2 trucks, and that is the in-floor storage bins. The ride quality is also enjoyable, and the interior is surprisingly quiet at highway speeds. Under the hood, you will find one of 2 options. The 6.4-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder diesel option produces 370 horsepower and 850 pounds-feet of torque. The diesel engine option comes standard with an 8-speed automatic transmission, but a 6-speed automatic is available as a no-cost option. One thing to keep in mind is that the engine option that we're talking about here adds $9,500 to the price of the truck, or you could opt for the naturally aspirated 6.4-liter V8 that develops 410 horsepower and 495 pounds-feet of torque. This option is paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Payload comes in at 4,010 pounds and a max towing capacity of 20,000 pounds. When comparing all 3 trucks, each has its pros and cons. Each will most certainly get the job done when it comes to payload and towing. Overall, the Ram has the best ride quality, and the interior is quiet for a truck of its size at highway speeds. Technology is plentiful, and with the large 8.4-inch on the low end or on the high end 12-inch touchscreen, well, you have quite a few nice options there to choose from. Towing and payload numbers are solid, as is interior space and storage, which is why we give our nod to the Ram 2500HD as our pick for best in class. If you feel like the Chevrolet or Ford is best, tell us why. We look forward to reading your comments. To learn more about the model in today's video, visit the link in the description for a detailed comparison between trims and pricing for the vehicle we featured or any vehicle you may be interested in. These pages feature information such as our recommended trim level based on price, value, and features. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. We look forward to seeing you next time.